housefly ayat tutkin hatawagan. So here in Craig today, oh, it's, I should have said ayat singai. Um, the weather is cold and stormy. So I got on my watchman's cap, keep my ears warm. I am dressed for comfort, not for fashion. um, we're going to get back to this document here. Hayat Gint Iskin, things I did today. So I'm a big fan of self-narrating. If you could talk about the things you did, whether it was today or yesterday, over the weekend, what have you, being able to say what you did during that time period. Uh, oh, Dujai, the cat.
Dujai, Fritz.
Anyways, when you do lots of self-narrating, it means you're thinking in Haida. If you say the words out loud, you're speaking in Haida and you know how it's written. So it's a big accomplishment, and it leads to, after you do it several times, there's a possibility of a switch where your brain will switch from English to Xaad Kil, and you'll be able to think almost all your phrases in Xaad Kil. So fluency is, it's a real thing. It's a real possibility. Okay. We're going to follow some protocol. Okay, we need the class prayer and the class greeting. But before that, I need the Haida Nation anthem. Here it is. And then we'll go into Ayat Gint Iskin, things I did today. Um, Gagi Donald is kind of a fun one to do. It's really for preschoolers. It's the Haida version of Old MacDonald had a farm. But it's really kind of fun. Okay, I have to search for it because we've been doing Guskia Guskiao Ejin. Okay, so we got all our ducks in a row. Tlajugia Usla, all rise for the Haida Nation anthem. Yo hoey, yo hoey, yo wee, hey hi yo hoey, hoey, wee, hey hi yo hoey, wee, 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 yo hoey. Yo, hoey, yo, wee, hey, hi, yo, hoey, hoey, wee, hey, hi, yo, hoey. we 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 yo ho we hey hi yo we hey hi yo we 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 yo. How you may be seated. Okay. Do, 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 do. I gotta write down the roll. That's the attendance. One of my duties. Okay. And now we're gonna go into class prayer and class greeting. O Sansanawai, O Sanang Itlakdas, O Salana, Hugin Sudas, Kasint Itlangagudang. Have pity on what we're saying. Aji Singayan Talang Kilagan. We thank you for this day. Ayat Atlan Itzku. Kajkit Sangdalanga Talang Kilagan. Hugin Talang Istas Itkaslight. Whatever we are about to do, help us. Damantalang Isye Ana, so that we could do it right. Did I say we thank you for gathering us here today, or did I skip it?
You said it.
Okay. Uh, losing track of where I'm at here. Damantalang Isye Ana, so that we could do it right. How Samsanawai, how Sanang Itlaktas, how Salana Kun Ashita. Okay, let it be as is. Class greeting. Ti dasa hadala isis di tolang atlan anas di gunai lagan dalang isas es di gunai lagan dalang eslan di hangilgang ayat kilang talang skatang dalang kilagan jahawa hakil talang skata sin. Greetings, good people, my friends, my family. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys have come. I'm honored with your presence. Today we're learning our language. I thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Let's learn Haida. Okay, before we jump into the next document, I'll go around the room and ask Sunadang Hidang. Kiskin, Sunadang Hidang.
Peace and Lagan.
Hulagan, how iwasai, sinadang hidang,
Disan lagan. Hawa. Sonudang
how
stedang.
decent magan, I am good also. Stachkawa, sinadang hidang,
Dik lagen hawa.
how adagwang. Okay. Oh, let's see. We also need to do Haida introductions. We've got a lot going on today. See how far we could get. So let me bring up Haida introductions. I'm gonna skip mine to save some time.
Yeah, I think we have the longest ones.
Yeah. So yeah, well, we'll keep it short by skipping me. And then we'll keep it long by having Geese Skin do his.
Alrighty. Alla isses, alla nanak di good night lagen, en the skulka di nanu egen, Giag hinu har kichti nan kjargen, Sherman Alexander di chinu egen, with pen hinu har kichti chin kjargen, Lucille Young di au egen, Delbert Alexander di hung u egen, Togayong hinu had kichti hung kjargen, Big Bear Alexander hinu di kiong, Kisken hinu had kichti kiong, Dio hat as gyan slungadagan kagwantan udi ejan, negust uch ejan, good iskin son udi se ejan. Good people, I'm happy to be here. Edna Skolka is my grandmother. Jock is their hidden name. Sherman Alexander is my grandfather. Yachin is his hidden name. Lucille Young is my mother. Delbert Alexander is my father. Tugayong is his hidden name. My name is Big Bear Alexander. My hidden name is Yachin. I'm Haida and Tlingit. My clan is Kagwantan. I come from the box house. My crests are eagle and killer whale. Howoo.
Hulagan. Geese Skin, what was the meaning of your dad's hidden name again?
Oh, my dad, holder of the copper.
Yeah. Because you look at the word roots and it's copper shield. That's the first word. And then the second word is standing copper shield. So you would be holding the copper shield while it was standing up. So holder of the shield makes perfect sense. Howard for sharing that. I really like that hidden name. Kiwasai, would you like to give your introduction?
Ang kiwataiki na Xaad Kil hinudi kyang gyan Virginiast ijang di ijang Tlangakil Tlangakil iskian kilda kil u diunsdang di skataga ang okay, yeah, that's it. So I study Klingit, I study Simshian, but mostly I'm in Haida though. My Haida name is Kiwatlekina. We don't have a word for Cherokee, so I guess I could say my family's Cherokee though. I have Cherokee.
Dees and I have Cherokee as well on my dad's side.
Mhm.
And I found his ancestress and found out from family history that she spoke fluent Cherokee and she spoke fluent Choctaw.
Oh, really?
And then so my brain was going, okay, why did she speak fluent Choctaw? Was she Choctaw as well? She could have been.
They were put right next to each other after the Trail of Tears.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Probably why. Here,
Yeah.
you can learn Cherokee though. I have all my certificates from the Cherokee Nation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every Cherokee verb has 21,262 conjugations.
Wow.
And it's 85% verbs.
Yeah.
No adjectives, very few nouns.
It's very, very difficult to learn, I hear, because they could have 500 words for tree because of all the verbs that are involved with the noun. So, yeah.
Yeah, considering that basically everything is a verb and just can act as a noun. Yeah, that's you can learn it for free through the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma, but the Eastern Band of Cherokee in North Carolina dialect, I don't know of a place where you could learn that. It's still mutually intelligible in any case with the Western Cherokee, but it is dying.
Mm.
I mean, technically so is Western Cherokee, but Eastern has far fewer speakers than Oklahoma Cherokee does.
The elders who teach the Cherokee language, they're like, I'm so glad I already know the language because it's so hard to learn.
Mhm. Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, how
Hello?
mm-hmm. Stashkawas, would you like to give your introduction?
Yeah, it's good practice.
Mm-hmm.
Atlant is at die guten Eitlagen. Stafkawas hinu die non kiagen. Lucy Jones, Ingram Frank, hinu yats cut I Keith die non kiagen. Guskin hinu die chin kiagen. Benjamin Ingram, hinu yats cut I Keith die chin kiagen. Sigai hinu die chin kiagen. Luke Frank hinu yats kat I Keith di chin kiagen. Nunqui gegit kianans di au kiagen. Mona Ingram Frank Jackson hinu yats kat I Keith di au kiagen. Gonna heg hinu di chat kiagen. Thomas L. Jackson Sr. hinu yats kat I Keith di chat kiagen. Hulflinga dagen. He was Slinget. Starkawas hinu chat Keith dikiang. Della chini hinu yats katai Keith dikiang. Diu hatagan iskan klingadagan. Cakes kwan stuhl ejan. Stau tal klungwai hanlai. Eith u holnagan. Slungalang. That one's getting messed up. Slungalang. Angen. Bill Cheney di Clau Kiagen. Yatskata. Jet Higgins, Valerie Davidson, who's Kiwaldan Scale Cheney, Lagunai Liz Medicine Crow, Stath Kawas Allison Warden, who's Kiwaldan's Rose Quilt, and Git Itlina Stita, Kishigawa, Gustakas Gustu Dikwalagan, Ta Inanai. Teats anai. Hai. Teats nai jana sudi ejan. Dak dia isgan kun. Isgan zung. Isgan gut. Isgan kol. Isgan hit au udi asi. How
Kawas, Stashkawas. Stashkawas, I have a question.
ang
Did you have a sister in cake?
did I what?
Did you have a sister in cake that passed away?
Two of them passed away.
I'm thinking of the one that I never met, but she was always really sweet to me on Facebook. And she looked like your mom.
Jada, did you meet
Yeah, but I think her English name started with a K.
Catherine?
Catherine.
Yeah.
That was it.
Did you meet Cheryl?
No, I didn't. I only knew Catherine on Facebook, and she was always super nice.
Yeah, her Haida name was Kiwal
Mm.
and Cheryl's Haida name was just Higgins.
Oh, how
I s-
funny.
I still
Uh,
have to add the sibling's name to my introduction.
so your sister's Carol's Haida name was Noisy Woman?
Yeah. She was our
Oi.
sergeant. Yeah. She was our sergeant. She took care of all the household people because there was 13 of us living in a 2-bedroom house.
Oh, holy.
She had the chore lists for us every day.
Oh. Yeah, one of my nannies had that name, Jot Higgins. That's why I'm familiar with it. That was Nani Sally Morrison. So it's one of those names that could be given to an eagle or a raven. Okay. How um it was nice listening to you guys. Not only your introductions, but sharing. Um, I gotta try and remember Catherine's name. Um, because she was so nice to me. Okay.
I think the English translation was something to do with pretty eyes or happy eyes.
Mm,
Evil Duns.
um,
That was
that
one of the that
um,
was
I
told.
know that word. I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm just finding a verb that's close. We have "gu" along, which means to listen. But did you say "gu" done?
I think it's Kewel Duns.
If you write it in the chat, I could try to reference it in my database. See if anything comes up that's close.
Yeah.
If it started with hung or hungy, it would be eyes or face.
Not sure of the spelling, but phonetically
Mm-hmm. Well,
not halt, but it should be HUL.
Okay. HUL. Okay.
Kewel Duns.
Okay, I think I get
Right.
what you're with that.
Yeah. The P keeps changing to a, or the L keeps changing to a P.
Yeah, it does that.
okay. Well, Kuwasai does a search in his database. I am gonna finish a project that I started this morning. It's self-narrating, and I'm gonna talk while I do so. So we have as guys, meaning afterwards, Wadanai, the store, to whoops, um, and then ho ka gin. So afterwards, I drove to the store. And then I like to be able to do a grocery list in Xaad Kil. Not a grocery list, but stating everything you bought. So we have, I can't spell today, Han, Scup Jew. There's going to be a ton of iscan because in Haida we can't just do a comma like you do in English. We have to use iscan between each noun. So Han Scup Jew iscan, Han Ho iscan. There's going to be a bunch of these. Masmus Klinawai. I forgot to write down where the tone mark goes. I'll double check in afterwards. So we have Masmus Klinawai NY for NY is half. So Masmus Klinawai NY, half and half. I use that in my coffee. And we have another Masmus. Masmus Klinawai Dutka, which is yogurt. This is to be bitter or fermented. So a fermented milk product in this case is yogurt. I got permission from Dr. Gul Kiscott to use that term for yogurt. And we have one more Masmus, Masmus KE. So that's county. And then we have Iskian Sko KE. That's chicken meat. Iskian this is Haida jargon for kegs. So kegs mix. Duggan, the verb bought. So I bought bananas, fruit juice, milk, half and half, yogurt, beef, chicken, and cake mix. And my last phrase I'm going to type up, Wagyan, and then the food I put away. Klatufkin. Okay. Q Watlai, do you have results for Stashkawas?
Not yet. Yeah, I'll come back on it with next time. They can be
Okay.
somewhat complicated when it comes to names, so I'll research my database to see what the best fits look like.
Okay, how yeah, names are not always to research, that is true.
Yeah, and since a lot of our words can mean so many things,
Yes,
it can be, yeah.
but
I just remember my mother saying something about shiny eyes.
Shiny eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually helps me a lot.
oh,
Shiny
yeah.
eyes, because then I can focus on any meaning that at least goes to shiny eyes. We have words for that.
Yeah, the word to shine starts with an X.
Yep.
So, hush, XAHL, to be shiny. So
Mhm.
that's a clue. Okay.
Yep.
We're going to go around the room and say some of these phrases. We're going to skip all the things I bought at the store because it's too long, but that's the format. And I will quickly type in, and then I put the food away. And we're gonna skip the translation here because we're not gonna do it right now. So Annie Betty's off full car. I drove to Annie Betty's. Annie Betty's off Holcagen. Annie Betty's off Holcagen. Giskin.
Anna Betty's. Ach, how Kargen.
Iwasai.
Anybody Hulkhagen.
Stockowas.
Annie Betty's at Hulkagen.
This is one of the ways that we tell time in Xaad Kil. There's more than one. So Kuska has to do with clock, watch, hour, time, that type of thing. So we have Kuska, Slash, Swan, Sun, Goo, Blue, Heden. It was at 9 o'clock. It could also mean it was about 9 o'clock. And this is a coffee shop, so this is 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's get class Swanson Glue Hayden. It was at 9 o'clock. It was about 9 o'clock. Casket class Swanson Glue Hayden. Giskin.
Let's get Lach Swanson. Who Lu Hedon.
On. Kiwaslai.
Taskat Cloud Swanson. Goodaloo Head.
On. Staskawas.
Huska Clot Swanson Goo. Gluch Hayden.
On. Our next phrase, die Tolang, Eich Uch Stojugen. I visited with my cousins. That could also mean I visited with my family. Well, it could also mean I visited with my friends, but in this case, it was my cousins. That's why I put that phrase first. Die Tolan Eich Uch Stojugen. Die Tolan Eich Uch Stojugen. Kisken.
Die Tolong. Ich Uch Steljugen.
Kiwasai.
Titolang Etsu Staudugan.
Staskawas.
Die Tolan Ace. Die Tolan Ace. Urch Staujugen.
Okay. So we just have two start phrases left because we're going to skip that big grocery list. So we have us guys with a T at the end, us guys. What a nigh off whole
Drove.
again. Afterwards, I drove to the store. Us guys. What a night off Holkagen. Us guys. What a night off Holkagen. Us guys. What a night off Holkagen. Giskin.
As guys, what an eye, how Kagen.
QSI.
Es Geist Ordnei als Hausklagen.
Stuff Kawas.
Sky Swaranai Hulkagen. I was just thinking about your spelling of, what do you call it? Haida spelling?
The hard kill
Guys.
are the phonetics.
Okay, and then I was thinking about, okay, that means afterwards.
Oh, us
store-
guys. Mhm.
Yeah, afterwards store um to the,
I drove.
oh, okay, to I drove.
Mm-hmm.
So nigh oth is the HL.
Off is blending these two words together because of the rule, whatever comes before the HL blend has to be pronounced with it. So and become off.
I was thinking about those words as there are, as you have them in the Haida spelling. When we're thinking of translating from Xaad Kil to English, I find that I have a tendency, or even to bring it from English to Xaad Kil, I have a tendency to want to say it as you have it there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Instead of
So
directly to
we could do the
English.
glossing. It's called glossing when you take the hard kill and you describe each word. So let's do the glossing. We have afterwards, or afterwards dash, then we have store, and then we have to, and then we have I, and then we have drove, and the
There.
glossing takes out the guesswork of what each part means.
Right, that's the part that I get confused in when we go directly to English, as to how to write the sentence in Xaad Kil. I get it mixed up. It just
Oh, and
becomes more English than Xaad Kil. I'm having a difficult time trying to describe to you how it confuses my brain when I try to write it in Xaad Kil from in Xaad Kil when the English is there also. So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but
I do have a tip when we're trying to express ourselves in hard kill and we're trying to think of the framework, and here we have the framework. So if I'm to describe the framework with this phrase, we have the time situation comes first. So afterwards, that's an expression of time. Then we have the subject, Waranai. Oh, I forgot to put the, so it's the store. And when you have the store, to is automatically going to come after it. So that's and then your pronoun, the verb, and then the tense ending. So this is how we know that this phrase is grammatically correct, because we followed, how did I put up my hand? I have no idea how I did that. Lower hand. Okay. But does that help with describing the framework?
Yeah, it helps because I like the glossing because that's the way that I see what you wrote there. A skyst wadanaya Hilkagen. Afterwards the store to I drove, and then we could go to English.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards I drove to the store because
Yeah.
I'm thinking of trying to understand how the Xaad Kil sentences are created. It really helps me to see the actual translation first before I go to the actual English translation.
Yeah. So let's do the glossing. I don't think we're gonna get to Guskia Ejin today. We're gonna do some glossing. Um, yeah, glossing is always a good thing.
I have a quick question. You said
Yeah.
that was one of two ways to tell time. Is the other, can you quickly get to the other one, or can we go over it at some point in a
No,
future lesson?
we could do it right now. So all I have to do is
But I had seen
oh, I
another one
think I
that's
have to backtrack a little bit.
yeah, just a little bit above. But we
This
can
is there's only one way that I can think of to express time, and it's like this. But there's two ways to ask what time is it.
oh, okay.
So in the Alaskan Haida phrase book, under the time section, which is on page 194, we have Gislu, Kasket Hidan. What time is it? The other way is Kasket Gislugan. What time is it? So the second one
Oh.
is like constricted. It's just shorter. You have one less word because they took out Hedon and they put Geestlu with a tense ending on it. So Gasket Geestlugun is a constriction of the first one, which is Geestlu Gasket Hedon.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's two ways to ask what time is it. So I'm glad you called me on it because I got confused. There isn't two ways of stating the time, but
But there are
there
two
is
ways
two
of
ways to ask
asking.
what time is it. What time is it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for the explanation. That I was like, what? Because I was like, wait, what other way did I miss?
Yeah. Okay, so anybody's, I could just, it's a store, it's a shop, it's a coffee shop with pastries and sandwiches, but it's still a store. Um, So, so that's our subject. Then we have the directional. I mean, well, it means to, and so to the store. It is a directional. And then we have I and then drove. So this is the glossing. So here we have the subject, to I drove. And then we go into the phonetics and then the English. Let's do this one. We could do hour or time, I guess. Slash once and goo is 10 minus 1. So that's 9. Glue could be about wadu at. And then hidden, let me back this up a little bit in case I run out of room. To be thus. I visited with my cousins. So my cousins slash family with focus stands for focus marker, which is oo. So it's focusing on with my cousins or with my family. I visited. Let's skip down. We're going to skip the grocery list and go to this one, which it's pretty similar. And then the food. So wagyan is the, sometimes we call it a connector. It connects to the previous sentence. So here's all the groceries I bought. And then the food I put away. So it connects to the previous sentence. So the food is the subject, the pronoun is I, the verb is put away. And then the food I put away. And then the English translation is almost the same. Okay, are there any questions on glossing?
Oh, well, for doing that, it helps me to see how we're putting Xaad Kil sentences together.
Yeah.
It's sometimes backwards and sideways.
Yeah. And how do we say English is backwards?
On.
Yeah. With this phrase, okay, in this case is na, hang on is just,
You guys.
Dylan,
No.
you guys are you folks,
You guys.
H with D, oh, I, and then am teasing or joking. So nah, I'm just teasing with you guys. So our verb, Italy done means to tease with, to joke with, And then the gung is, oh yeah, I have to do the gung. And then I'm just gonna put present, short for present tense, so that you know that Italy dung is the verb root. And oh, ski cuts is the top of the wild celery. So if you look at the top of the wild celery, those little pieces look like oatmeal. So we use it for oatmeal, focus. So the sentence is focusing on what I ate, and what I ate was oatmeal. I ate. And ate is already past tense, so I won't.
Yeah, I mean, that's already
see.
past tense English.
Yeah. Well, I should do eat / past. So ta is our verb to eat when we're talking about something specific. Kata is our verb when we're talking about eating, but it's non-specific. And then in is our past tense. So it would be ate.
But kill does that really mean oatmeal, or does that mean wild celery head?
Um,
Or
we use it for oatmeal, but if we want the origin, then we have to put in wild celery head, and I'll do / because nowadays we're usually referring to oatmeal.
So the Xaad Kil word for wild celery is, how do you say that? Slit cut?
I think it's speak on its own. Let me double check. I've checked this out before, but I'm trying to remember. So let me do a dash here, and that means sheet is wild celery. Cuts is head. It also means hair. And then the two together mean oatmeal, because the top of the wild celery looks a lot like oatmeal. It really does. So the elders, chose this term for oatmeal. Keep cuts. Does that make sense, Daskawas?
Yeah, except it gets confusing when you have oatmeal as part of the Xaad Kil translation.
Oh, I could take out oatmeal from the glossing. And then this particular again things I did today, I did without English. So for the oatmeal for the English translation, I'll put I ate oatmeal.
Oh, I see where you're coming from with the confusion then, because I was like, well, yeah, like, wait a minute, then
But it also looks weird in the glossing because it looks like I ate wild celery head.
Well, you know, though, to be fair, that's one of those things. Doesn't matter what language you look at. If you literally, if someone tells you what it literally means, chances are, no matter what language, there's going to be like, wait, what? You did what? You ate what?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
if you
they,
went back to ancient Greek or something, they'd be like, well, we used to shove radishes up people's butts for punishment. So it's literally that. Like, wait, what? You did what? You wouldn't get it unless someone explained it, in other words.
yeah. So we have the glossing and then we have the English translation. And the translation lets you know that it was actually oatmeal that I ate. But we are out of time. So I'm gonna say Singai last tao. Have a good day, you guys. And Sun Clunas Dalan Wadrawans King Song. I'll see all you folks on
Wednesday.
Wednesday. And some of you I will see tonight in class.
Fine.
How
Awa.
Jawa.
Jaha